So let's switch gears and who you should be trading away, starting with a guy that has been so good in my fantasy league this year, and I hate facing him because the guy who has Sam Reinhart got him later than he probably should have and has way too much talent to kind of beat him right now. But Sam Reinhart.
Yes, and at this point, I mean, we've talked about him a lot on this show, and I don't think there's anything stopping the career year at this point. Like it's happened, and so it's not like he's going to completely disappear. 39 goals in 52 games, but still shooting 27.9%, which is absolutely ridiculous. I think like the regression will come. It doesn't 100% mean it'll come this year. It never did for Kuzmenko last year, right? He stayed at 27% all year, and then he regressed the year after. But either way, just mathematically, it's likely to happen. It's likely that Reinhart will go a little bit cold down the stretch. And I'm not saying that you need to punt him away for 80 cents on the dollar. It's not about that at this point. He's been too good. I think you have to accept that he's a top 25 fantasy player right now. But what if you can get a superstar for him? What if you can get, let's say, Jason Robertson in a 1-for-1, someone who was an easy first round pick, and you can get a 1-for-1 exchange there that Reinhart might progress and just be normal Sam Reinhart for the rest of the year. I think you need to explore that and just see what the market is for him because he's been so damn good this year.
Okay. Next one up here is Nathan McKinnon of the Colorado Avalanche. I sent, I think, 11 trade offers to try and acquire him last week. Unfortunately, not one of those trade offers were good, but trading away Nathan McKinnon, who right now is the number one ranked player in my pool, at least.
Yes, he's the number one overall fantasy player this season. He's an absolute monster. And I'm going to give you four numbers: 8, 17, 11, 0. Those are his missed games in the last 4 seasons. Has not missed a game this year. Always is a good bet to miss a significant number of games. He tends to get nicked up. I'm amazed he's made it this far without it happening, but it usually does. And to me, when you have someone who's been the number one player, I think you need to explore what you can get. What if you can get 2 top 30 players for Nathan McKinnon? You need to see what's out there because you could get a haul for this guy. And I still just think it's virtually impossible at this point. The way he plays with such ferocity. He just never plays 82 games. He never comes close. So I'm stunned that he hasn't missed a game yet, and I think he will. So I'm not saying you need to trade him, but just see what's out there. What if someone is willing to give you something amazing for him?
Okay. And trading away, something the Montreal Canadiens recently did, Sean Monahan.
Yeah, Sean Monahan, he's had a solid career, especially before his injuries, was a perennial 30-goal threat. Right now, he's just a guy. He's not a great finisher anymore. He's a great real-life acquisition for the Winnipeg Jets. They needed a number 2 center. He'll help on the power play. That's where he still has pretty good acumen. He's a good two-way center. But from a fantasy perspective, it's been 4 years since he even scored 20 goals in a season. He's a major injury risk. And he has that name brand. It's Sean Monahan. Everyone knows Sean Monahan. He's getting a look on Winnipeg's second line. He's playing on the top power play, so he's in a good role on a good team. To me, you need to use that to your advantage as a selling point. And I would try to get off this train if I could. Try and move Sean Monahan because he's likely to get hurt. His body usually doesn't hold up to the rigors of a full season. And he's just not that good anymore. Just to be blunt, he's a solid player, but he's not a top-end fantasy asset anymore. So there's a little bit of excitement when a guy gets traded from one Canadian team to another. I think you need to pounce on that and prey on others' excitement and trade Sean Monahan to those people.
So just going through Monahan's stat sheet since being traded: 0 points against Pittsburgh, 0 points against Philadelphia, 0 points against Pittsburgh. Again, he had 5 shots against Philadelphia, with 6 shots in 3 games. So he's not even getting insane shot value outside of that one game, and obviously has no points. So there is that.